Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. The award-winning musical Come From Away, which has become a worldwide phenomenon, was filmed on Broadway in front of a live audience including 9/11 survivors and frontline workers. It'll premiere on Apple TV Plus on Friday, September 10th, and I caught up with the cast and creators.
Suddenly I've got an all-female crew. The news caught and made headlines across the world. Suddenly it stopped. No one's saying you can't or you won't or you know you're not anything 'cause you're a girl. Suddenly I'm getting married and we're putting pins on the map where we've flown. Suddenly I am a mother and suddenly shocked at how much they've grown. Suddenly I'm wondering how my parents would feel seeing me teaching men to be pilots. 'Cause suddenly I am a senior instructor and somehow I'm 51. Suddenly I'm flying Paris to Dallas, across the Atlantic and feeling calm. When suddenly someone on air-to-air traffic says at 8:46 there's been a terrorist action. And the one thing I loved more than anything was used as the bomb.
How special was it being a part of the filming of Come From Away? Jen, I'll start with you.
I, mere words cannot aptly describe how special it was to have the opportunity first to just return to the rehearsal room with these fine people. And we've developed such a close relationship over the years. We love one another like family. We maintained a tight connection during the pandemic. So to actually be in person and to get together to rehearse this story was already quite special. But then to have the cameras come in and to know that it was being captured was beyond words.
Yeah. Petrina, for you.
My dogs just decided to bark right now. So
Oh,
sorry.
good.
I hope they don't interrupt. I mean, I think Jen sort of has said most of what I was feeling. It really was just an overwhelming feeling of kind of like the best Christmas morning you could ever imagine, and a whole lot of joy and gratitude too. Because it has been a difficult year and a half. And to get the opportunity to come back to something that you know is going to be so fulfilling and is going to be so joyful was a real gift, because we felt safe with each other and we knew the show was something that would be a wonderful thing to be a part of again. It was incredible. It really, really was.
Tony, for you.
I would have to say I echo all of those thoughts. I think euphoric. I throw that word in there. I think it was very cathartic to suddenly be doing singing, but the main thing I think for so much of it, for so many of us, was just actually seeing each other again. I think that was the biggest part of it that was so joyful. And just like Petrina said, and like Jen said, it was just, and then sprinkle on top of the fact that we're just in this incredible, beautiful, magical show. So we it felt pretty incredible.
You must all have so many incredible memories of being a part of this show. Would you share one for our Broadway World audience? Anybody can start. A favorite memory.
I think
Certainly being in Gander and doing the show in Gander is the one memory we almost all pick all the time, because it was so incredibly special to bring the show home to the people who had made it happen in the first place. And they received us so beautifully. I'm from Newfoundland, Labrador myself. So for me, it was like bringing the boyfriend home to meet the family. And I just wanted everybody to get along and nobody to embarrass me. And it was absolutely spectacular. It was just incredible.
I love that.
I agree with Petrina. Bringing the show to Gander and feeling the excitement that the Newfoundlanders had, knowing that we were getting their blessing. The example that I always like to give is during the opening number, we sing a lyric that is, I'm an islander, I am an islander. And when we first sang that, they leapt to their feet and started stomping on the floor. And I can still feel that vibration in my heart. That vibration reverberated to us on stage. We immediately started crying, and we knew in that moment that we had created a bond with these people.
and again in Gander, it was just honestly, it's very difficult to put into words. I'm from New Brunswick, which isn't Newfoundland, but it's on the way, I always say. And it's so for me to feel that connection to being back in East Coast Canada again and feeling that thing. But the overwhelming feeling, the other one, talking about what Jen was talking about, was we were singing Heave Away. It's a call and response song that's actually a Newfoundland song. And so when, heave away, to hear 3,000 people all of a sudden in the hockey rink, the world's largest walk-in refrigerator, all of a sudden just come screaming heave away back at us. I think it was pretty overwhelming for everybody up there on the stage. It was, and anybody in the audience felt it too. It was incredible.
Yeah. Like I said, I've already watched it 3 times already, and I've seen this show numerous times on Broadway. This is so needed right now for everything we're going through. I would just like you each to share why Come From Away is so perfect for right now. Jen, I'll start with you.
Come From Away is perfect for right now because we need to be reminded that kindness is accessible to us at all times, not just during a national tragedy, not just during a global pandemic, but we always have access to kindness in our hearts. We can be kind to ourselves, we can be kind to one another, and when we are, the effects of that are always good. So it's a wonderful reminder that we have access to kindness, and that will lead to things that are good.
I think I absolutely everything Jen has just said, but I think people are yearning for community right now too, because we spent so much time being literally isolated, that we're yearning for things that bring us together physically as well as emotionally. But to be in a room with people again, experiencing something together, I think we miss that in our lives. And Come From Away is all about the community coming together and helping each other out. So I think that is something that will really resonate with people.
I think just now I had thought of the line, we talk about we commemorate what we lost, but we also, celebrate what we found. And I think that a lot of people during this pandemic, for all of the things that we lost, to all of a sudden have for us, it was what we do was just taken away so abruptly. And for so many people, there's been loss, but I think that there's been a lot of things that have been gained as well in terms of people getting together with their families more, people visiting with people, even if it was through Zoom. People keep talking about how they've seen people they haven't seen in ages. Kind of goes to what Petrina was saying about community and just sort of rediscovering a little bit of what we have. What are we without what we do? And to be honest, I hope we all take from this time that it's actually infinitely more important who we are without what we do as much as is it all together.
On the northeast tip of North America is a town called Gander.
September 11th, 2001.
Over 200 planes getting diverted.
Even with all the hotels in town, we've got no room.
With thousands of passengers arriving at any minute, the town is asking for help with, well, anything you can do.
We barely know where we are.
Just freaking out. I wish I was home.
Thank you for shopping at Walmart. Would you like to come back to my house for a shower?
Hello? Yes, it's me.
Dad, I'm okay.
We honor what was lost, but we also commemorate what we found.